Woodworm is it's building on a prototype that the developer Spratt made back in 2022, and so this is a much more more polished, refined version of that, and it's pretty good. I know it's been doing the numbers and a number of websites. So yep, it's a Pico 8 game. So can I get control of my mouse? I make this bigger. There we go. Right, so Woodworm. So what you have to do is carve these objects out of a block, and you're a woodworm with some small abilities to climb up the edges of things and stuff like that. So there's a lot going on in the comments right now. VFix enjoyed the VFix selling Null Pointer Games. Enjoyed the High Rook demo. J Delible, I'm gonna say, was playing Woodworm in a different tab while watching this stream. Well, here we go. Let's watch it here. Riven's still downloading. So there I am. I'm the Woodworm, and this is the object we have to copy. And this is fairly straightforward. You can climb up around here, eat away here. Nice tutorial level. There you go. Lovely. Let's move on to the next one. Oh, and continue. So let's have a look here. Oh, I can do all this bit. Oops, undo time. So now I can go around here, of course. I could climb back up. Oh no, I ate the ear. The problem is, when you look at this, you're seeing, oh, hang on a second. There's a gap underneath. How do I dig out the gap underneath? Well, the only way to really do that is to sort of, it's a bit too tall, luckily, so you can actually, no, yes, do that. So then I can go around the front and finish off. There we go. You think, whew, I've solved that one, but that's level 2. If you want to know how far I've got to Blade number 9, and I actually had another spreadsheet over here somewhere, which actually has got I've got it kind of drawn in there, trying to figure out how I can do it. So frame. So, you know, you think, oh well, yeah, how do I get the hole in the middle? Because the last one you dug out from underneath, and that's fine, but how do you get the hole in the middle? And there's some people already played Woodworm here, and I don't want to spoil too much, but come on, it's level 3, and you'll be thinking about it quite some time. How does the hole get into the donuts, says VFig. Null Pointer Games says, make it drop. I'm not picking up my monitor for you and seeing what happens. So you have to get inside, right? There's no way. You have to get inside. So maybe you to get inside, you got a hole, and we dig this out. So it doesn't have to be, the lesson of 3 is that it doesn't have to be a solid, the final sculpture doesn't have to be a solid piece, a single solid piece. It can be multiple bits stuck together. Where do you think the donut comes from? Out of the hole, of course, says Joe. Oh, Null Pointer Games is being clear. Eat a channel in the middle and make it drop, not just make it drop. So then you go on and you've got a little bit more of like, well, all right, you know, let's just, you know, let's see how well you can do now that you know those basic mechanics. So you can sort of look at it and say, well, I guess I eat this side out. So should I go into the middle? Like that, and then the other side like that, and it does just kind of work. Although I labored over that for a long time thinking, oh, Oh, I don't want to do this. I was actually doing it on the phone. It did work quite well on the phone, actually. Does the worm get longer as you eat, though? Says no point against. I'm afraid not. I don't know if that would help or not. And Rabbit Chick Chick tells me, well done. Thank you. So, do I want to? I don't feel like I don't want to show too much because these are a lot of fun to get through, and these early ones aren't too difficult. So I'm going to jump. I'm going to show you duck, and this is the one which was the one that stopped me. I was told, Big Pants told me that they couldn't do duck. They couldn't figure out how to do duck. And I was like, okay, well, let's take this on. So there's a problem here. If I dig out the bottom left of the duck, I can't get out, right? If I go in, that's it, we're done, right? As soon as I move, I'm eating something else. So, and also you notice there's no spare. This is exactly the correct dimensions. You can't like dig out a line or something like that. There's no cheating of that sort here. So okay, well we'll assume we'll come back to that last. Okay, we'll do that last. So let's just dig everything else out. This is fun. This is, oh, hang on, that's a bit too excessive, Joel. All right, so that looks like that. Take out around the face. 2 in like that. Very good. And now let's go back. Oh dear. You can't go back. And I was trying all sorts of things. One of the things I tried, let me undo a lot. I had this idea that, oh, maybe I can sort of like, you know, kind of make a piece which is, do a separate piece. What was it? I had this idea like this. You see this? I thought, oh, I'm clever. Look at how clever I am. But it still doesn't work. Plus, you actually have to delete everything. If you leave that piece there and you made the duck, it wouldn't work. So, dig the front out the other way. From the ground up. I'm afraid to say I have tried many ways to dig this out and none of them worked. And I was like, I can't understand this. How do you do this? So Vivek saying, I have to say I don't understand the rules for when you can climb, when you cannot. Yeah, it's very specific rules. I think it's something to do with, let's reset it. It's something, I think you have to have 2 next to you or something like that. Yeah, I'm just about touching there and that's okay, but I can't jump. So that's okay. If I take one more out, you can't jump and attach. Oh, Rabbit Chick Chick says snake bird problems. Oh, hang on. I didn't want to skip that. Eventually, I did figure it out. I don't know if I want to mention it on the stream. Go on, tell us. I'm not going to play it out, but I want to know. I wonder. If I try to do it, I'll probably screw it up. Because it's a bit... You need to be quite precise when you're doing it. Joe doesn't want to know. I think I have 2 votes to say no and 1 to say yes. Can you make a mirror duck? Someone had tried that and it doesn't work. A mirror duck doesn't work. It has to be this precise shape. It is possible to make one which is upside down and flip left to right, but that doesn't work either. But all I can say is, I will say it was not simple, but did require doing something different. I've gone through the things that you can do here. It doesn't require any extra mechanics. You have everything, but you needed to think like, oh God, do I have to make it like this? And that's how I did it. And when that happened, when I realized how to do this one, I was like, oh no, like, oops. Hang on, I meant to make that small. By X reset, there you go. And I started looking at the others and I thought, oh no, do I have to do a lot of these in similar ways? Probably. Do the screen edges wrap, asks Null Pointer Games. No. What happens, I can show you this. What happens if you go off? You just get put back on. It's a lovely touch, and I don't think that's going to help you solve any of the puzzles, but that's what it does nonetheless. I wonder, have I tried going off the other edge? I imagine it's exactly the same, but let's find out. Oh, in the middle. I don't think that's going to be very helpful either, because, you know, nothing you can do over here. It's a lovely game. I'm very it was more involving than I thought it was going to be, and I'd like to get on and finish the other levels at some point, but I already spent ages on Blade trying to figure it out, and like, yuck. You can see, right, those tiny little holes, like, yeah, this doesn't look super friendly, does it? Can you lift the other shape, says Joe. No. Everything you touch, every time you go in, you always it's just digging. That's all you do. I mean, if something else happens later on, I can't tell you, I haven't tried any of the levels, but I'm pretty sure this is all you can do. Right, I'll stop talking. I'm sure, like, I'm going to lose everybody on the stream now. Like, yeah, you go off and play Riven, Joel, and I'm just gonna watch Woodworm. Okay, I'll stop playing there.